Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. It has been a while, and I am very, very sorry for that. If you missed the last episode, um, you will understand. You won't understand where I've been, but if you were around for the last episode, then you know exactly where I have been. My husband has been sick. I've been taking care of him, and now he's back at work. He's feeling a lot better, and we are ready to start our day. So, this morning, let's get out and do some looting. If you'll notice, I have a lot of things queued up here for crafting, so I really just want to do some very, very close by looting. Um, we want to get back so that we can do some building today as well, and if we have some time, we'll try to do something else afterwards. I'm not sure if we're going to have a lot of time later or not. But yeah, we've been working on oxygen tanks. If you have not seen, we have the new diving station up and going. We also crafted the diving gear, and we are currently working on oxygen tanks. Those do require zinc and cordage. It's 8 zinc and 2 cordage, along with power and mass. So you have to be kind of careful about that one, um, especially where we are so early in the game and we don't have a lot of power and mass stored that we can use. So we have a new fresh chicken here. Fresh chicken. We have a new chicken. It's all fresh and nice and new. And yeah, we did butcher our level 10 chicken at the end of the last episode, or maybe even after it was finished recording. But yeah, we have a new one. Working on getting that one up to level 10. I do love the amount of biofuel that you get from that, as well as we are attempting to save those up for when we get the baking dish or the casserole dish or whatever it's called in this game. Um, Trying to get that so that we can start doing the roast chicken dinners. Those are very, very helpful for keeping your stamina and or max stamina and max health at full. Ooh, 2 brown bears. Wow, what did I do to deserve that? But anyway, guys, let's try to get over this direction. Hopefully, we can avoid those bears and get some looting done. If my voice sounds a bit different, I am suffering with some allergy and sinus issues, but that is all. I am doing very well. I didn't get whatever my husband had, I didn't catch that. So, yeah, he was very, very sick for a couple of days, but now he is all better. He's back at work, like I mentioned, and doing wonderful. So, I asked a question in the last episode if this lake on this side of the map was better or worse than the other lake for getting pearls and, sandstone and things that were necessary. I had a sweet, lovely commenter by the name of Jamie Joyce, and they said that they had an excess of everything. That this lake had been very kind to them. They had an excess of pearls and things to make glass with. So, yeah, I think for now we're just going to hang out down here. I also want to thank them. They had mentioned in their comment that they had watched every single episode since I first began recording, and that has been almost a year, if not a year now. So, yeah, I've been doing this for about a year. I've really enjoyed it. I've met some lovely people. Just trying to head up this direction because there's no rogues up here. I'm looking for loot and apparently in all the wrong places. And if you get that, then yeah, there's the song reference there. I had a video titled Looking for Loot in All the Wrong Places before, and I received a lovely message on Discord with the link to the actual song. But that was so funny. Someone mentioned that I had left that or got that song stuck in their head all day. It's a very old song. I think it's early 80s. I was not born then, just for the record. I'm a bit younger than that. Okay, so the last time I was up here, I'm not sure if there's a double cougar spawn like right in this area, and both of them just happened to be here. But I had a cougar like right here on this side of that little trail. And then on the other side of the trail was another cougar. It was just a bit further down, like this direction, behind the tree, maybe. But there were two cougars like right here, really, really close together. And I was very terrified by that. So I'm thinking that that is like the boundary for two separate cougar spawns. And they just happened to be in that particular area at the exact same time, which was quite honestly pretty cool. We have a wolf over there. Not worried about him too much. Just trying to keep an eye out for the cougar because I haven't seen it yet, and those always scare me a bit when I do find them. I am also looking for crates of any type. We're pretty desperately seeking nails again. I did do some crafting of some building pieces between episodes. So hopefully we can use those today as well. And any nails that we do find, we'll just turn those into building pieces as well. So yeah, we have that going on. I'm not quite sure, but I do think there are rogues over with the Bravo people. So if that's the case, then yeah, we definitely desperately need to avoid that location like the plague. But anyway, that would be, devastating to have 8 of those people shooting at you at once. I don't think we could survive that. I probably couldn't even survive it if it was only 3 or 4 of them shooting at me at once. Without several bandages and health kits, of course, and lots and lots and lots of arrows and ammo. Okay, so let's see. Crate. Very, very nice. Building crate at that. Don't come my way, bear. I'm just here to get your crate. Moving away. Being friendly. Could be very, very bad to be this close to that little small pond there. There's a couple of crates over this direction that I did see behind the bear, but I did want to avoid it. I didn't want to shoot the bear. Building crate here is very, very, very nice. Hopefully it has some nails in it. If not, that's okay as well. Yeah, a couple of nails, some cordage and scrap, and electrical components. Beachbone mentioned that I would definitely regret recycling those at the end of the last episode to make the diving gear, I think is what we were using those for. So let's get back into the building or the base here, and let's drop off some of this loot that we did get. It wasn't a ton of it, but we did get some things, so we're just going to drop that off. Some wood planks, our sticks that we were crafting for arrows because we don't really have a ton of those. Let's put the nails and the scrap and the electrical stuff. So we have 51 here, but we have 200 in the storage crate behind us. What else goes in this crate? A worm? Let's see. We have shotgun rounds. Very nice. I don't even remember getting that. I guess I was too busy talking about things. Let's see. You go in here. You go in here as well. And I think most of the stuff kind of goes over here. I've been keeping 2 canteens of water on me because it is June, of course, and it's very, very hot. And we have been struggling with water consumption lately. I do need some food, of course. Let's go ahead and have you and you. And I think we should we'll just have that. Thought we would be okay, but we'll just have it anyway. Let's have 2 tomatoes and a canteen of water would be nice. And now hopefully we can do a bit of a light building. We don't have a ton of pieces. We do have a couple of pieces though, honestly. So let's get upstairs and see what we can come up with this. Hopefully we can at least do one of these rounded sections here. I do think I had just enough of those pieces. So number 5. And 1 here. And let's put a couple more back down here. Let's just put you right here for now. And this will make a bit more sense what I'm doing in just a moment. So I wanted some type of area to watch the sun come up. This will be glass eventually. Right here, this wall piece will be glass. I'm going to be making a very, very long deck here. Careful how you choose your words with that one, right? I'm going to be making a deck here, And yeah, it's going to be facing this direction, the sunrise. Uh, all of this will be glass at some point. It won't be glass now. I'm going to have some railings out here this season. We did glass railings last season, but I want to do mostly metal this season. I think it'll look better suited for this particular base build. So while I'm running my mouth here, let's go ahead and do some more building over here. We do have 2 solar panels up there. Hopefully we can get a few more eventually. That would be very lovely. Let's go ahead and get you and you there. And let's rotate this piece a bit and place it right there. We just have a couple more ceiling pieces here. So number 5 again. Let's see how these are running this direction. And number 6. And we are slowly, very slowly, starting to get a base going here, guys. It is taking quite a bit of work, but it's not too crazy. We are managing very nicely. So I'm going to just place a doorway here to get into this. This will mostly probably be stairs, maybe. I do think there will be a staircase in the other, maybe upstairs in that one, because I do think that I might end up doing a 3rd floor on this place at some point, but I'm not sure that I will do that with wood. I would love to be able to do it with glass, but you know how long that's going to take, and it's going to be a lot of diving. So we do have 3 oxygen tanks, and Beach Bomb did mention that this update did, or the last update, did increase the oxygen tank usage by 50%, and that is extremely lovely. Let's just have a little peek down here. See what's kind of down here. I love that you can get just perfect on the water, and it makes it so clear that you can see everything. I do only see 1 pearl, very, very deep. There's a couple of pearls actually there. These are probably some that we can get without diving, or without needing the diving gear. So let's go ahead and try to get these 2. Maybe we'll test the diving gear just because. I should have crafted myself another pickaxe, of course. And I might do that before we sort of die here from lack of oxygen. So let's get back into the base and craft a new pickaxe. And then we will try out the diving gear. That was a bit too deep of a dive still. And let's see, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. And let's go ahead and get that going. And let's try this again. There's another pearl way over here. We are desperate for these things, guys. We need wind turbines. We need solar panels. We need all of the good stuff. We are desperate for it. Let's go ahead and stick the diving gear on. And it does seem like the oxygen meter is not going down as fast as before. Using 10 or 12 oxygen tanks to complete a dive was just simply ridiculous in my opinion. There was definitely no need for that. We can get kelp down here as well. It's excellent for recycling. And this lake is a lot smaller. I don't know exactly how far out you can go. I'm sure that there are lots of goodies over into the center of the lake because it is so deep. So hopefully we can craft ourselves a lot more oxygen tanks and get over into the center of this lake. Maybe have a little look at the cave entrance. I would love to get in there and just kind of, you know, peek my head in there and see how things are going in the cave. I would love to get to that point very soon. However, I don't think it's a possibility. There's some kelp over there, but I really am desperately looking for pearls. Of course, we are using resources that we didn't necessarily have, but that is okay. I just wanted to test out the diving gear with you guys. So if you look at the top of the screen, you can see that my oxygen level before I placed on the vest, the diving gear, sorry, is on the bottom in like a purplish blue color. And if you look above that, there's a yellow bar that is depleting, not very fast now, but it used to. That is the amount of oxygen in each tank, and then you have a little icon that tells you exactly how many tanks you have. So, if you don't know anything about that, there you have it, guys. That is a pretty good explanation of the amount of oxygen. And what do we have there? That is the cave. I would show you guys where it is on the map, however, I cannot. But it's just underneath our base for the most part. I don't think you can use the map underwater. You cannot. So, we are on oxygen tank number 2 now, and we only have one left. So hopefully we can get some sandstone and some pearls and just a few more good items before we have to return to the surface and craft more oxygen tanks. I will be bringing about 8 or 10 the first dive with me, just because I'm not quite sure how many it will take to complete a dive in this lake. I've never done that before down here, and I don't really know how much is needed to do that. Okay, so let's get this kelp as well. The kelp gives you 3 mass per kelp, so that's excellent to recycle when we don't need it. And currently we are only using it to make the antidotes. Those are very much necessary and very, very much needed. So I am keeping enough kelp to do that, but other than that, I'm really not doing anything with it. It's not necessary to sustain us at the moment. Let's go ahead and get this pearl. That's what I passed up on the sandstone for. And we'll go ahead and grab this while we're here. We have, in this very, very short time underneath the water, we've already collected 5 pearls and 17 sandstone, which is great. In my opinion, that's pretty good for a tank and a half. It's a pretty good amount of resources to be getting from that. I thought there was another piece of sandstone over here. There it is. So this is kind of our very first look at being underwater with diving gear this season, and I am glad that we're already back to that point. I mean, it has taken about 40, I don't know, 48, 49 episodes to get here. Somewhere along those lines. And yeah, there's a pearl way down over here. So before we had to start returning to the surface on our very final oxygen tank at the very beginning of that, just to make sure that we had enough to make it up there. That doesn't seem to be the case with the update. Probably half the tank now. We should start heading back when we get to about halfway. We do also have the oxygen in our lungs. We don't have a ton of that. But if we end up using the entire oxygen tank, we do have full health. I think we'll be okay for getting back to the surface. I really, really am trying to get as many pearls as possible while down here. And this is great, having both of these so close by each other. Very, very lovely. And there's another one just here. It's so quiet down here, guys. I really do enjoy the quiet time underwater. Some sandstone over here. I don't even know where we are in the lake, actually. I'm not familiar with this lake at all. This is a new building area for us this season. We did build an outpost down here last season, but we didn't do any diving in the lake. We just went into the cave only one time down here. Just to explore, mostly. We didn't really do a lot of necessary things down here. We just were exploring in the cave for the most part. So is it possible now to go from cave entrance to cave entrance underneath, like through the caves? Is it possible to do that now? I know you need some climbing gear that we don't have crafted yet. But is it possible to start into the cave here and then go or come out on the other side, I guess is what I'm asking. If you've done that, let me know. Is it very difficult? And is there a lot of resources required for that? such as, I know water is one of the big things. I remember that from the patch note, or from the update note, sorry, stating that, you know, bring a lot of water because heat, of course, dehydrates you. And it's very hot. I've seen Scotty go into the cave and a couple of others, maybe. Scotty's the one that I remember the most. Yeah. So we did pretty good for 3 oxygen tanks. We got 40 sandstone and 8 pearls. I think that's pretty good. That's 4 circuit boards for sure. We are going to be needing a lot more power producing things such as circuit boards, or sorry, such as wind turbines and solar panels. We are not crafting enough, or sorry, producing enough power to keep the base going at the moment with everything that we have going on. We need a couple of solar panels and wind turbines for the gatehouse because of the mining drill, and we don't have that yet. Kelp. I knew there was something. Some reason I was going into that particular crate. I want to place you in here and the tiny sliver of oxygen that we have left there. And let's see. Let's put the sandstone away and the pearls. Yeah, we need to start refining some of this sandstone. We nearly have a full stack of that. That's great. We can make a couple more oxygen tanks, of course. Let's go ahead and do that. I really do enjoy the way that looks. Just the animation of it is great. He really put a lot of thought into a lot of this game, and I'm very excited about it. I'm excited to see where it goes. We only have 41 mass now, so we do have enough mass to do a little bit more crafting, but that's okay for now. I want to get out before the sun sets and kind of get just a tiny bit of wood for the night. I'm not sure the fires are still even going at this point, but I do know we're going to need wood because we are going to need to keep that going, keep the stoves going. We have our first egg from our fresh chicken, and it's level 3, which is not great. I thought you got 1 egg per level. I guess I must be mistaken about that. Or maybe it's 1 egg every 2 levels. I'm not sure. Okay, just getting a tiny bit of wood here. I want to keep enough wood to keep the fires going. If there's any ores or anything out here, we will try to get those as well. I'm glad the pickaxe didn't break, because that is excellent for mass production as well. This has been a very, very long episode, or so it feels like to me. I guess it's because I haven't really been playing or recording in quite some time. It feels like this episode is a bit longer than normal. Get this iron ore. We desperately need that. I want to start crafting lockpicks again very soon, guys. It just seems like the locked crates, and I think JoJo even mentioned that the locked crates have nails in them most of the time. And let's see what else we can find. We do need wood. Okay, let's try to get this tree. We almost have enough wood, so it's not a big deal. We do have some wood in the base. We also have fuel bricks and things of that nature, but there's a crate just here. And let's continue chopping just a tiny bit of wood. There's a bear down there that was kind of worrying me a bit. It's getting pretty close to me earlier. There's a crate by that tree. I could kill that bear if necessary. I don't want to use the shotgun rounds on it, but I will if necessary. It wasn't even concerned by me. Let's finish chopping this tree. I know there's some scrap down there as well. I might try to sneak past the bear and grab that. There's a blueberry here also, which is nice. Okay, so the bear didn't even care that I just stole the things that it was guarding. Not a very good guard bear. However, it'll probably be very close to the base in the next episode. Who knows? Okay, so let's try to get just a little bit more wood. It's going to take more than the 25, I think, for both of these fires. If they are completely empty, I'll just get another tree or two, and then I think we'll be fine. But I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, guys. I'm just chopping wood for the fire, of course. I want to thank you all so very much for hanging out with me today. I can't express how pleased I am by all of the support from you guys. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.